Hey, what's up? Alex here. It's the time of the year again to find out which is the robot vacuum of the year for 2025. Back in August, I announced the Mova Z50 Ultra as the best at the time. Today, we have 3 potential candidates that can win over this award. We have the Ecovacs X11 Omni Cyclone, Mova Z60 Ultra, and the Narwal Flow. I'll be doing a series of tests on these 3 models to evaluate on these aspects: obstacle avoidance, vacuum suction, mopping performance, hair entangling test, noise level, maintenance, after one complete run, and smart home integration. Feel free to use the timestamps in the video to jump to sections that matters to you. I will start off with the obstacle avoidance, as I find that this is the most important aspect of a robot vacuum. Whether the robot vacuum is smart enough to avoid the obstacle, or it ends up getting stuck, or worse, knocking things down, causing damage everywhere. This greatly affects your user experience and impression of a robot vacuum. I will keep the test simple, just 3 items: a USB cable, a pair of socks, and whether the robot is able to clean under my dog's place cord of about 11 cm height. The robot vacuum will first run on all default settings. Starting with the Ecovacs X11, it totally misses the socks, pushing it far away, but at least didn't get stuck. It has the setting to increase its sensitivity, so I selected this option and let it run another time. This time round, it managed to avoid everything successfully. Next is the Mova Z60. It misses the cable despite recognizing it on the app, and also it didn't really clean under the place cord completely. I went ahead to turn on the collision avoidance mode and make sure it's set to go to low clearance area. This time round, it still slightly touches the cable, and for the place cord, the LDS did retract, but somehow it still didn't manage to cover the entire area under the place cord. For that, I really couldn't give that a pass. Lastly is the Narwal Flow. It passes this test with flying colors. I'll stop the fast forward here to let you see the parts where it detects an obstacle and how it goes around it. You can see that it's a very quick and smooth process. It's like no second thoughts, it is very sure on what is going on here. Over at the app, you can see a picture of the captured objects. It's very clear and identified correctly. Note again that this is just the default setting. And so for the obstacle avoidance test, this is how I will rank these models. Winner of this category is the Narwal Flow. To test the vacuum suction, the robot vacuums will do a 2-pass run in a room with both carpet and hard floor, running on their max suction power. I will put in 10 grams of oats, 10 grams of sea salt, and 10 grams of fine oats and chia seeds. This is a good mix of different size and weight to test out the vacuum suction. I will measure the weight of the internal bin before and after the run and find out what is the percentage of the test sample that the robot vacuum is able to pick up. After each run, I will manually vacuum the floor and the carpet thoroughly with a proper stick vacuum. For Ecovacs X11, it managed to pick up 83%. Main problem I see is its side brush. Instead of sweeping into the vacuum, it's pushing everything away from the path of the robot vacuum. For Mova Z60, it managed to pick up 73%. At the end, I see a lot of the samples along the edges of the carpet. For Narwal Flow, it only managed to pick up 57%. Similar to the Mova Z60, it misses a lot along the side of the carpet, and my guess is it also didn't do too well on the carpet. With that, this is the ranking for vacuum tests with the Ecovacs X11 coming on top. To test the mopping capabilities, I will test both wet and dry stains in the kitchen. The first part is using some Milo, and I will be putting an equal number of droplets on the floor. Then I set the robot vacuum to the standard default moisture for the mops and just 1 pass to clean the entire kitchen. This should be a pretty easy task for robots that are using a roller mop design. And without fail, all 3 robots managed to clean away the wet stains without any residue left behind. One thing to mention for the Narwal Flow is that it even managed to capture this on camera and mark it as liquid spills. Pretty impressive. The second part, testing dry stains, will be the challenging one. For this, I gathered some dirt from a construction site to simulate walking into the house with your shoes on, or if you have pets running in and out of the house dirtying the floor. For this test, I let the robots go for 2 passes instead, but still with the default moisture. At the end of cleaning, I use a kitchen towel to wipe away the remaining stains and make sure it's fully clean before setting the stage for the next robot. When the Narwal Flow first contacted the stain at the very first go, I am surprised at how much it managed to clean. Here, you can see how obvious is the line between the stain and the part that has been mopped. So here's the result from the dry stain test. Ecovacs X11 and Mova Z60 are pretty on par, while for the Narwal Flow, it's quite ahead in terms of its mopping performance. Here is how I will rank this category, Narwal Flow ahead of the other two. To test how well these three models are able to handle the problem of hair being entangled, I'm going to drop 20 strands of long hair inside the bathroom because usually the bathroom is the place where you are going to find the most hair. First of all three models managed to pick up all the hair which is expected. Then next, we are going to inspect whether there are a lot of hair stuck at the main brush. Here for Ecovacs X11, overall, I find that this is acceptable, not difficult to remove all the entangled hair. For Mova Z60, I'll say again that I'm not a fan of this dual brush design, which is the same as the Dreamy Aqua 10. When the hair is not tangled to the brush or being sucked to the bin, there is a good chance the hair will go back to the floor. The side brush is also tangled with hair, which I did not expect until later then I spotted this. For the Narwal Flow, this is also pretty acceptable. Removing the hair is easy as well. Overall, for this category, I'll place the Mova Z60 to be below the other two. Here's the sound test, turning on the mic to let you hear the noise level. For the category of noise level, the Narwal Flow is the clear winner. When it comes to maintenance, for all three docking stations, you are able to pull out all the mop washing tray and wash it under a tap, which is the best. For Ecovacs X11, it went with a backless design. The last time we have something like this is the Roborock S7. I know some people don't like bags and prefer this. You do save money not buying all those dust bags. However, it does contribute to a little more maintenance work to empty this bin. And you really have to remember to empty the bin when it's full. There was once when I found out that my washing tray is getting very dirty. Then I realized it's because the bin is already super full. I failed to realize that and still continue with all the daily vacuum. The Ecovacs mopping system also has more cleaning parts and you can only remove the roller mop via the app, which I find is a little inconvenient. If you like to use detergent for your mopping, then you probably don't want to use the Narwal Flow because there's no auto dispensing of detergent, while both the Mova Z60 and Ecovacs X11 has two separate compartments for different types of detergent. And both do not use proprietary detergent refill bottles, which is definitely the way to go. For the category of maintenance, the Mova Z60 is the clear winner. When it comes to smart home integration, every model can be linked to Google Home and Amazon Alexa, nothing much to say here. But of course, we are going to look at whether it supports Matter because that will allow you to integrate easily into Home Assistant, Apple Home or SmartThings. For that, only the Ecovacs X11 supports Matter. I have linked to my Home Assistant and it works perfectly well. You are able to set the clean mode and get the current status of the robot vacuum. This is what all Home Assistant users would like, so I really hope the other companies are able to quickly support Matter by next year. For the category of smart home integration, the Ecovacs X11 is the clear winner. After one complete cleaning cycle with all the same setting and same cleaning sequence, I'll record down the time taken, the battery percentage, and show you how much water is in the clean water tank and dirty water tank. Here is the water level for Ecovacs X11, here is for Mova Z60, and here is for Narwal Flow. This is the battery percentage left and time taken to finish one run. There are two things to point out here. First is that the Ecovacs X11 has a battery boost feature where it supercharges the battery during the time when the robot vacuum returns back to the docking station to wash the mop. Larger homes will definitely benefit from this feature. Next is, you can see that the Narwal Flow ended with more battery power mainly because of how fast it managed to complete the whole cleaning cycle in an hour's time. When I observe how the Narwal flow cleans, I would say it navigates with confidence. This is very similar to the UV S1 Pro I tested previously. You can really see the difference compared to the other robot vacuums. But one issue I have with the Narwal flow is that the edges of my carpet is actually very wet after every run. Just the edges. Somehow it didn't manage to lift the mop in time, and it's also literally mopping the edges. One possible workaround is go to the settings and set to clean the carpet first. Anybody can share in the comments whether they face this similar issue as me. To summarize, for the Ecovacs X11, the pros are manual support for smart home, has a power boost battery tech that's useful for bigger houses, comes with a backless design, very innovative and unique in the market. The cons are more maintenance work required, not just from emptying the bin, but also their mopping system. High water consumption, and not as reliable as the other two when it comes to the robot stop working for some reasons. For the Mova Z60 Ultra, the pros are good all-rounder when it comes to both vacuum and mopping performance. You have the best climbing technology, very carpet friendly as it has this auto shield tag to cover the roller mop. Cons are navigation, where it feels slow and confused sometimes. Poor battery life. The whole LDS lifting feature feels unnecessary and doesn't work very well. For the Narwal flow, the pros are excellent mopping performance. All the AI aspects works well, including things like obstacle detection and using their frill mind. It navigates with confidence, which contributes to good cleaning efficiency. Cons are weak vacuum performance. It's also not carpet friendly due to the mopping system causing the edges of the carpet to be very wet. And lastly, no auto dispensing of detergent. Overall, there isn't a clear winner among these three robot vacuums. None of them really stands out, which can also be a good thing. So that's why for the Robot Vacuum of the Year award, I will still give it to the Mova Z50 Ultra. Between the track mop and the roller mop, I think I prefer how the floor feels after each cleaning cycle with the track mop more. The Mova Z50 also had the option to connect to your water pipes, which none of these three models support. It is also the cheapest, priced at within 1K SGD. But it seems that the Mova Z50 Ultra is not released in the Western market, as I don't see other robot vacuum channels reviewing it. Okay, so in that case, how would I rank these three? I'll rank the Narwal Flow and the Ecovacs X11 the same, slightly higher than the Mova Z60. Personally, if you ask me which I'll buy the Narwal Flow because it's more suitable for my household, and I also think that aesthetically, design-wise, it looks the best. But I must really credit Ecovacs for always being the first to do something very different and innovative, yet useful in the market. Alright, that's all from me. If you are planning to buy one of these, please use the links below to support the channel. I'll be heading over to Vegas next week to attend CES again. We're going to check out more robot vacuum tech and of course all the new smart home tech that's coming in 2026. Stay tuned for my CES video. Bye.